Everyone, it's Bree. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for you, and I'm going to be using my July 2017 kit from the Hit Kit Club, and you'll see the photo that I chose there. And I've been wanting to do the watercolor technique on an actual scrapbook layout. I usually do it on a lot of the birthday cards or thank you cards that I make, which I don't do any YouTube videos on, which I probably should start doing. So I thought, why not just break them out and get started? So I pulled out my distress inks, and I'm choosing my 4 colors that match my photo that I chose. And I'm putting down, I believe it's Lucky Clover, and then Seedless Preserves, or no wait, I think that's Peacock Feathers, and then Salty Ocean, and then Seedless Preserves last. I tried to put the purple next to the blue since it complements each other, and I didn't want it to get all gross if they happened to run into each other, which they would. So I put all my inks down on my mat and I sprayed it, and I went ahead and grabbed my 12 by 12 sheet, and it's not watercolor, so it's not watercolor paper, so it didn't move as much as I wanted it to, like it normally would, and I didn't want to make my page too wet and have it like pill up or just get gross. So I just sprayed it a little bit and just kind of went with it. I knew that I was going to cover up the majority of it, so I just left it like that. And I do like the way it turned out, so I'm going ahead and clean up the ink that had run a little bit, and I am going to spray it a little bit more to see if I can get it to move a little bit more, and it didn't. So I just went ahead and started to dry it because I'm not patient. And I didn't want to wait for it to dry, so I went ahead and used my heat tool to get it going a lot faster. So here we go. That's it all dried, and I pulled a Dear Lizzie paper out, and I'm going to trim down my watercolor sheet, or actually I already did. I just did it off camera. So I took about 1 inch off of each side, and I'm going to stick it down. And I didn't even know one of these scrapbook papers from Irit, or it's Irit, one of the Hit Kit Club design team members, her paper is watercolor, and I hadn't even, I got this sneaks of the kit, but I didn't really look at the papers, and it's super cool. That was her paper right there. Super pretty. So I pulled an Amy Tangerine paper that I'm going to use as backing to my photo. I thought I might punch some shapes out of it and use it because the picture is from me and my boys in Hawaii, and it's just perfect. Oh my gosh. Just the colors match the watercolor inks that I chose too. Sorry, this voiceover is kind of a mess, but this is like my 4th time trying to do this. So it actually matched perfectly, like all the embellishments from the Amy Tangerine ephemera pack. I believe her line is called On a Whim. It matched my colors perfectly. So I'm very, very excited as to how colorful the layout turned out. For me, not really, if you have watched a few of my videos, I don't really sit down and think about how I'm going to make my layout look or how it's going to turn out. I kind of just go with it. And the only thing I did know at this point was that I was going to, definitely watercolor on it or do like that smushing technique. And everything else just kind of came together. So anyways, I pulled a bunch of ephemera out of the Amy Tan set, and I'm just sticking it down. I normally do it, I believe I did it at a diagonal that goes down to the right, and yeah, went that way. I'm putting some leaves down. In this layout, I kept it very simple. I didn't pull anything out of my stash. I didn't use any enamel dots. I didn't sprinkle with my, Heidi Swap color shine like I normally do. I just used what was in the kit, and I didn't deviate away from it. And so I punched out a tab, but unfortunately it didn't make it on my layout. And yeah, once again, I just stuck with what was in my kit. So these are exclusive enamel stickers that came from the Hit Kit Club, and I believe I chose one where I will never forget this. I think that's what it said, and I put that up at the top. And I thought it was perfect because it matched, as well as, we were in Hawaii and we had the best time. And so my title is very simple. I just put Ala Moana because that's where we were at the mall in Honolulu. And I didn't film any journaling on this page, but I will go back and add it. So I just added a very simple title, and that is pretty much it, other than me grabbing these exclusive wood veneer pieces that are also from the Hit Kit Club. And what's great about these is there's adhesive on the back, which is amazing, and I love them so much. They're so pretty. So I actually have final photos for you that are coming up next. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing, commenting, and liking my videos. I'm excited to be back and to get some more videos up for you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye!